Nothing is a big deal because nothing really matters. And that sounds like a very pessimistic perspective, yet it's liberating, yet it's comforting, yet it is realistic. It's a reality we live in. And that reality is worth a celebration. That reality is worth an acknowledgement and a celebration on a day-to-day basis. Because there's nothing greater than you. There's nothing greater than the fact that you exist. You are. Period. Without any other explanation needed. You exist. You are here. And that's all that matters. Doesn't matter who harmed you. It doesn't matter why other people in your life have negative feelings about you. It doesn't matter what kind of finances you're going to have in 100 years from now and 50 years from now. It doesn't matter how the world is going to be 50 or 100 years from now. What matters is you're here. What matters is you exist. And that's not a coincidence, yet it is. It's both a coincidence and not a coincidence. And that's the dichotomy, the most hilarious aspect of life. It is that this life is a miracle beyond our understanding. It's a miracle that you get to live. It's a miracle that you get to be alive, that you get to breathe and not feel any pain in your body today. So much can go wrong in your physical existence and your mental and spiritual existence as well. But let's just take the physical aspect of life. So much can go wrong right in this moment. You can feel so many different things in your body. Smallest little cough, sneeze, a mosquito biting your left cheek, to stomach problems, diarrhea. So much can go wrong within this minute that will stop you from being who you are, stops you from being present, stops you from your day-to-day life. And yet, the reason you're sitting wherever you're sitting and thinking about the past and thinking about the future that hasn't even arrived or may not ever arrive, reminiscing on something you didn't have or did have, some point in your life where life did not go in your favor the way you anticipated it, or a point in the future which you may wish for life to go a certain way and it may or may not. The reason why you have those thoughts is because you are pain-free, my friend. The reason why you have those thoughts is because your brain is empty of pain. Your brain is empty of sorrow. Your brain is empty of torturous, ruthless level of difficulty. Because if life was hard for you, there wouldn't be any time to think about pain. There wouldn't be any time to think about making up pain. This is all a result of an empty mind. And it's not an insult. It's a reality we all get to live. It's a reality we all get to experience. We create problems out of nowhere. Why? Because the life is too good. Because you live in a Western world. Because you haven't seen people die in front of your eyes. You haven't seen murder like your ancestors did, maybe on a day-to-day basis. I want you to think about where you are today in life. It's sometime in October, chances are, as I'm making this video. Most of your ancestors went through fall and winter not knowing if they would even survive. Most of your ancestors went through fall and winter knowing that some of their loved ones will potentially die. And yet, you're here thinking whether you should eat pizza for dinner, a burger, cook at home, or why don't you have enough money to travel the world in 3 weeks from now? The thoughts you're having today are only a result of an easy life. And that's the price we all pay in the modern world. There's nothing to be guilty of. It's only a recognition that if we have time to sit around and fight about whatever it may be, politics, whatever it may be, issues within the psyche, issues within our body weight, even drug and addiction and all sorts of other problems. These are all minuscule issues to what most of our ancestors had to deal with. These are all beyond the point of survival. We have mastered the art of survival to a point where now we have come up with other problems because survival is no longer a problem for us. And perhaps it's a good idea to experience a little bit of survival. Perhaps it's a good idea to live life like our ancestors did. Perhaps it's a good idea to experience the hardship the way our ancestors experienced hardship. The way every other animal, every other mammal on the face of this earth who lives alone into the wild experiences hardship, right? Without all sorts of medicine and drugs and help and self-care and coaches and therapy and da-da-da-da-da. Only survival at its core, at its raw essence. And then to think about how many of what we think of today as problems will still remain as problems once we are committed to survival. Not many of them would. So we can go on and on and on about this topic, but I want you to think twice. The moment you're starting to complain about life, the moment you're starting to express how the country you live in is going down in quality, that your lifestyle is not the same as it was before, it's not how your friends are living, and all the other problems you might be having, there's someone next door who probably has a brain tumor. It's probably not going to live longer than a few months if he's lucky, if she's lucky. And that's a real problem. That's how short all of our lives are. A couple of years here, a couple of years ahead, a couple of years behind, a decade ahead, a decade behind. All of us are going to go. None of us are here to stay. This entire experience is minuscule to the age of the entire universe, which we have no idea what that number even is. We can only anticipate. Yet here we are, complaining about the smallest moments. It's as if you and I complain about whether I should blink my eyes now or now. It is all an unnecessary conversation. So focus your life on goals that improve your existence as well as the existence of the people around you. That can potentially become the most fulfilling journey for every single one of us if we allow ourselves to indulge in, if we allow ourselves to go on that journey and to find out what it's like to serve ourselves and to serve others. There's no greater feeling than helping others, and as a result of that, we also help ourselves, or hopefully we help ourselves. And that's it for this video. Thank you all.